Have you ever hooked up with a DL guy? Alright, you guys, it's your boy Tony Directs, and I'm here with JoJo Guads.
What's good?
The twerking king, Prince.
You know what? I like to go with Prince. That's what people have been calling me, and I feel like the Prince is young, he's sexy. Like, I want to Prince. I don't want to King. Wait, can I curse on this?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, cool. I mean, I would King too, but like the Prince is coming up. He's gonna inherit all the money. He's young. He's sexy.
I feel you.
Prince of Twerk, the POT, baby.
Prince of Twerk. And I want to ask you a question, and be honest.
Oh God, I'm scared. What?
Have you ever hooked up with a DL guy?
Wait, insert Cardi B laugh. Cardi B. Yes, of course. Duh.
You have?
I mean, I feel like, yeah, most gay men have.
Tell the people what a DL guy is.
A DL guy is a guy who is gay but will not admit that he's gay.
Okay.
Right? I feel like that's it. Like, he's gay but he won't admit it. Like,
DL
so
means on the down low.
Yeah, on the down low. So he won't admit it, basically.
Alright, perfect.
Mad.
So you actually hooked up with a guy on the DL?
I did once.
Or the guy who's
maybe more than once. But there was one time that I really remember because it was a little bit traumatizing.
Alright, story time. Break it down.
Oh, God. So, my friend brought this fine dude out. He was this MMA fighter, like, tattoos, fine.
Ooh, MMA fighter?
Yeah, like, fine. And my best friend brought him out. And he's like, oh, this is my friend. You know, he's straight, though. Like, don't try it. Little do I know, like, an hour later, now like 2 hours later, you know, the night was getting a little late, you know. I find myself on the dance floor, full on making out, like, bumping and grinding with this dude. I was like...
Wait, where's this at again?
It was at Mickey's in West Hollywood, actually.
Oh, so it was at a gay bar?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was like...
He was out, but straight people do go out to the gay bars pretty often, but, you know, not often do I get to hook up with them. This time happened to be different.
Damn, he sounds hot. So you were bumping and grinding.
Yeah, and hooking up. And then basically, moral of the story was, or well, to the end of the story, my best friend saw us and like threw a fit.
No! Best friend, girl or guy?
It was a guy.
It was a guy.
Gay guy.
Gay guy, and that was his friend.
And it was his, yeah, one of his friends.
And he didn't know.
I don't know, yo. I think they secretly have been hooking up this whole time.
So we got a little jealous.
That's what I personally think. But I don't know. His whole thing was, oh, you made him uncomfortable. Now he's never gonna want to come out to the gay bars again. And my thing was, made him uncomfortable. I was making him more than comfortable. All right, he was enjoying himself. Thoroughly.
I'm dead.
He didn't seem uncomfortable.
So y'all were bumping and grinding, kissing, all this stuff, and then your best friend was like, no.
No. He's like, I just called the Uber, we're going home.
Oh, he was like, no, I'm wrapping this up and we're leaving.
Literally, and then the gag of it all was, I'm like, all right, we're calling the Uber, let's go. I got in the Uber with them. And I'm like, all right, let's go. We get to my friend's house and we pull up, and right when we get there, my friend closes the door behind him and the guy. He lets the guy in, closes his door, and goes, you're not coming in, and shut the door on me.
Oh my God. Wow.
The ultimate block tree.
That was a guarantee, like,
dude,
you could have got it in with an MMA fighter.
It was hot.
Damn, he sounds hot.
Dude, he was fine. He was fine. Like, all the attitude, like...
How did you feel?
I wanted him to box this...
Did you feel some type of... Did you feel low-key feel some type of way? No.
With my friend? I was pissed.
No. Did you low-key feel some type of way when it was happening? Like, holy shit, I'm hooking up and I'm like filling up on this guy who's straight. Isn't that like a fantasy of its own? Like, oh my God, like I'm hooking up with a guy who's straight.
I gotta say, honestly, for me personally, I don't have a fantasy of hooking up with someone who's straight. I do like to hook up with men who are masculine. It's fun. That's fun to do, you know. Okay. But the second I know that someone is straight, like, I will not be the one to make the move. I'm not the one to go for it because I'm just like, you know, like it's not the vibe for me. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna be trying to make someone feel uncomfortable or. I don't know, it's just, the second I know someone's straight, I'm like, it's enough for me, I'm cool.
Yeah.
But if they're coming on to me, I'm not going to say no. If they're fine, man, I'm like, sure, I'm down.
I feel you. Okay, so how did you feel with your friend?
I wanted to beat his ass. I became an MMA fighter in that. I was ready to beat his ass.
Dude, that would have been like so like, bro, like just let it happen. But
Dude.
I honestly feel the fact that he did that shows that I think he maybe had something for him.
They were low-key hooking up, I think. Whatever.
Damn.
It is what it is.
Well, I gotta say, I definitely have. Back in my heyday when I was single, this is probably 5 years ago, I hooked up with a guy who was, I guess you can say, quote unquote, on the DL. I've met him on an app.
Okay.
An app that a lot of us have downloaded.
Did he have a photo on the
he didn't have
app?
a
It was a
photo.
black screen. Okay.
It was a blank photo.
Always swipe right for the black screens, alright? Trust.
It was a blank photo, and I wrote him. I sent a picture of me, and he was interested. I was like, all right, bet. Like, pull up, come to my place, and he came over, and he was Armenian, so you know it was very DL,
Oh,
and
yeah.
pretty much we hooked up. We did some things, and then after he was like, hey, like, you know, like we can't talk about this, or if I ever see you outside, we can't bring this up. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like it's just a quick hookup anyways. He's like, yeah, but he's like, I have a girlfriend.
And
Oh,
Like,
no.
I have a full-on girlfriend, and I'm like you should have told me you had a
Dude.
girlfriend before we hooked up, because we wouldn't have hooked up. Had I had known that he had a girlfriend, I don't think I would have hooked up with him. That's just me. Like,
You're a
had
liar.
rule. No, I had my rule back then was like I won't hook up with people who are in relationships.
Yeah, no, that's good.
That was just like one of my things where I'm like, I don't want to. So he had a full-on girlfriend, and I'm like, so wait, are you gay? Are you bi? And he was like, I like guys, but it's just not. I can't do that. Like, I can't disappoint my family. It's a culture thing, which I'm like, damn. So I'm like, you really love this girl? And he was like, I do love her, but I have to be with her at the end of the day. Like, I'm gonna marry her. When I marry her, then I won't do all this.
Yeah, okay.
So he said once he marries her that he won't be hooking up. Bro, I remember I gave him my number. I never hooked up with him again, but he was blowing me up like crazy. I had to block him.
Oh, wow.
I had to block him because he was like, when am I going to see you again? When am I going to see you? Like, I want to see you. And I'm like, dude, you're too much. Like, I need to block you. Like, you have a full-on girlfriend.
Yeah, that's...
I look like the home wrecker. I am the home wrecker in this freaking...
Listen, but like, is it a home? Come on. What kind of home is this anyway? Like, get the here. You are not loyal to your girl. That is not a home.
I was like,
No,
oh my goodness.
you should have did it again.
I was going to, because I will say this. Yeah, he was...
You got your phone? You want to send me the phone? I'll holla at him.
I'm like, here, actually, I still have his picture right there. Could you imagine if it was an actual
Like,
picture?
literally.
It's like
Damn, baby's arm.
a baby's arm.
damn!
Let's just say that. But
It really was a baby's arm.
no,
in
really,
the photo.
literally, it was a baby's arm. But nah, it's crazy. I think ultimately though, I didn't feel too great, because I was like, one, he has a girlfriend.
Yeah,
So that made me feel like. So I was like, damn, like I'm a homewrecker.
yeah, for sure.
But two, it was kind of hot knowing that. I'm like, damn, this guy's like DL, like he's low key about it, like he don't really be, you know.
See, I don't find that hot. I like a man with balls, like someone who's gonna own their shit. So if you want to be with me, you gotta own the fact that you're gay.
You're a
like,
homosexual.
own that shit. Like,
Homosexual.
yeah, a homosexual.
A homosexual.
A homosexual.
Homosexual.
That's funny.
Homosexual.
But like, you know what I mean? Like, I want a man who has swag, who has balls. Like, own your shit. Like, it takes a lot of balls to come out of the closet. So if you're that much of a that you can't
say
come
that
out of
one
the
more time.
it takes a lot of balls to come out of the closet. So if you can't come out of the closet, I mean, you're bro. I'm cool. Although low key, you can still hit me.
You ain't shit.
But like, here's my number. Slide in my DM. Whatever.
Well,
it is what it is.
that's quite the story. I'm
No,
glad
but
that we-
true. It's truth.
Well, I would say this. I
What?
mean, now let's get serious a little bit.
What's up?
I think I want to say something to everyone out there who's probably watching this video, who's in the DL, on the DL. It's okay. I think come out when you're ready, and come out when you feel like you're comfortable, and come out when you know who you are.
Yeah,
I would
for
just
sure.
ultimately say that, like, at the end of the day, like, we're laughing, we're cracking jokes, but ultimately, I think every single one of us was once upon a time in the closet.
Yeah, 100%.
And we all have our reasons of why, but I would say definitely if you're in the if you're DL and you're not ready to come out yet, just take your time. But I would say this, and this is just me being straight up: live your authentic life, because once your life is over, like that's it. Like
Exactly.
live your life for you, not for your parents, not for your aunts, your uncles, not for your grandma, your grandpa. Live your life for yourself, not for
Yes.
anybody else.
Facts, like honestly. And also too, I feel like what helped me come out was finding a partner or someone to like realize my sexuality with. You know, you got to explore and like try things to realize what you actually like. And when you do realize what you actually like, it's easier to come to terms with.
Because you know what you like and you know what you don't like.
Yeah.
And you might like both, but you just gotta be real with yourself and be like, I like women and I like men. It's okay. That's why there's.
And
people
listen,
who are
and all I gotta say is your secret's safe with me.
Ah! I'm like,
So slide in the DM, holla at me. What's up, daddy? I'll help you explore your sexuality.
I'll help you discover yourself. Alright, y'all. Well, thank you so much, JoJo, for sharing your story.
Yes, you're welcome.
Follow him on all his socials.
At JoJo Guads. Period. Also, I gotta add one thing. If you know someone that's DL, it's none of your business, so do not out anybody. Ever. Don't ever out anyone. Period.
Period.
Point blank.